Hello, I am here to talk to you about a class I have, which is called Idea Development, which is pretty much right up my alley because it's about ideas and, well, developing them. Also, don't mind my hands. A bottle of paint exploded. Boom. So this class had me make this collage and wants me to talk about, am I the same person or am I different from when I was little? And pretty much I've come to the conclusion that I am practically the same person, which is weird. So I'm going to show you a little bit of this collage that I made. Here you have my parents in Disneyland, and that's us, and this is a magazine cutout of a couple who is nicely dressed outside and they are fighting. So that is supposed to symbolize my parents getting together, having a family, and then, you know, getting a divorce. I'm looking at the viewfinder thing. So this next part is for my siblings. So here you have me and my siblings at Christmas time. We've got a nice little story about those Pikachu shoes my grandmother gave them to us because she knows we like Pokemon, and it was cool because she wrapped them up in like Pokemon wrapping paper, which was, oh my god, amazing. I was stoked, okay? Here's us when we're much younger. Here's us at Hollywood. Here's us at SeaWorld. Pretty much, me and my siblings have been pretty close. Like, as long as I can remember. I don't think I could have ever lived without my siblings because no matter what we went through, it was always the three of us. Next, we've got hobbies, a Christmas play with our church friends, doing hula dancing. So we had hobbies. We were kind of cool, I guess, or something. We also made films and played video games and read comic books, but that's completely different, isn't it? Okay. So everything else on this collage is dedicated to travel. Sunset in the van, my father's driving, and we're on our way to Texas and Florida. Longest road trip of my life on a plane in the Philippines going to another island in the Philippines called Palawan, which is beautiful, by the way. At Excalibur, Las Vegas, here's another Seattle picture. And here, this is the nighttime picture. I enjoy traveling a lot. In fact, my mom, she gets really upset that I'm always out. Melan, you're so layas. Layas means like you're always gone, you're always going, you're always somewhere. And normally to get her to not be mad at me, I'm just like, but Mom, I'm your daughter. Adventure is in my blood. I really like this assignment because I got to see who I was and how I haven't really changed. So I see all these pictures with my parents and they just look so happy. I don't know. That picture of my father driving the van on the longest road trip ever, I love that picture because it's pretty awful like as a picture, but as a memory it's amazing because I remember that trip. And it's cool because the sun's going down and in the next picture we're like in a different city and there are city lights. And really, it's a pretty awful picture because you don't see anyone. There's like a blurry face and a foot and my dad's back. But for me, it's amazing, actually, to have a memory like that captured on a stupid little piece of paper. I love these. I love these so much. I don't think anyone could appreciate this collage pretty much as I do. And it's weird because I don't think I've ever really thought about it before. I've often thought about my dad and my mom and like what life would be like if they were still together, but it's never really crossed my mind because they divorced when I was so young, and when I was little, I looked up to my parents, you know, I figured they're adults, they know what they're doing. You know, they're in charge, and then all of a sudden, shit hit the fan, and things are falling apart everywhere, and you learn to accept it. At a young age, you learn to accept that life is not puppies and roses. You accept that it's not a fairy tale, you know? You're on the run from your own father, and you don't know why, but you don't ask questions either. You just go with it. And I think that's pretty much raised me to who I am today. I feel like one day I'm gonna wake up and I'm 40, then the next day I'm gonna wake up and I'll be 80, and logically that makes no sense at all, but that's how it works in my mind. And so I want to continue traveling, and I want to continue seeing the world and meeting new people and having new friends and just loving the people around me, really, strangers or friends. It's a great big world out there, and I'm not looking to make the same mistakes as my parents, and I love them both a lot, probably more than they know, more than I ever say even, but this has been a good thing, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it, so this video is probably going to be a little long because it's just words I will never say.